Man, to double back on the beginning as far as like being from third ward, man, what's some of the most craziest things you experienced out here, whatever? Or like not just third ward, but just like growing up period or whatever.
All right, so I can't remember what year Hurricane Katrina was, but whenever that happened, whenever Hurricane Katrina hit, that year, that following school year was crazy. I think that was like my sophomore or junior year. But like man, I ain't never seen the city like that. I'm talking about it was at least Yates, you know what I'm saying? Because it was like a war zone going to school. It was crazy. It was fights like every day. You know what I'm saying? People getting shot. It was crazy.
So was it fights with like the dudes from New Orleans and stuff like that,
Yeah,
or the
yeah,
city
just
was just turned
Louisiana,
up just
period.
period?
Yeah, just Louisiana, period. Wherever you was from, like cause man, there was fights. There's some other stuff though, but even you know what I'm saying within the city itself, like Yates, you know what I'm saying. If you went to Yates and somebody went to Worthy, you know what I'm saying, you was liable to fight. If you went to Hastings and somebody went to Elson, you know what I'm saying, you was liable to fight.
Nah, that's facts
You
right
know
there.
what I'm saying?
Right, that's
Just
facts.
the whole city, it was. I mean, shit. Even the big companies was fighting each other. The city was crazy, man. But
Man,
that's go ahead.
man, I got a real loud question. So okay, over the years, lots of Houston have been getting gentrified. So how do you feel about a lot of these outsiders coming into these communities that we've been staying in for a while and basically trying to force people out, man? How do you feel about that? Because I know Third Ward is one of the communities that's being affected probably the hardest as far as like folks moving in, buying up property, moving people
Right.
out. So what's your outlook on that though?
Man, as far as the gentrification, I'm not for it. You know, because like I say, it's like you got outside sources coming in that have ties to the community that they buying and kicking people out of. You know what I'm saying? So they don't have the knowledge. Like this could be some farmland. They don't know. You know what I'm saying? They try to build something on it, then the building don't last, and it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? But hey, if you knew it was rich in farmland, shit, you could grow something. Yeah, I mean, if you know it was farmland, you'll grow something. You know, but money talk. But like I say, I ain't for it. I wish. Now I would be for it if it was black people from the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? That had opportunities to buy their house. I like shit. If I had the opportunity to buy this house,
Right.
like I'm pretty sure my mom and dad would have. You know, like shit, we in the hood. You know, and then shit, that ain't just my story. That's pretty much every story in third, not just third wall. You can go to football.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can go to Saint Bernard Pad. That's everywhere.
When they coming in, so okay. So what do you think our people can do? You know what I'm saying, to basically protect their neighborhoods, because it just seemed like, man, like then I just heard about them trying to expand 45, and I heard when they do that, a lot of a lot of homes over here is gonna be taken
Gone.
away because of the
Yeah.
expansion.
Right. So I mean, I think the first step is always educating ourselves. Like I say, if we don't know what we can do, how can you know what to do? Like shit, you ain't know how to walk. You know what I'm saying? You didn't know you knew how to walk until somebody coached you and was like, say you can do this. This is how you do it. Say, look, walk, hold my hand. You know what I'm saying? Hold my hand for battle. So when you start walking, you got the drill. It's the same thing. And like educate yourself. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't like I'm just talking, like, because I'm doing the same thing. You feel me? I'm looking for a house now. So it ain't like I'm telling you something that I ain't doing. You feel me? So
Okay. You think ownership is definitely the key for our
yeah,
people to
because if
kind of
you own it, how can
get out the struggle or whatever.
yeah, if you own it, you got the power to keep it. You got the power of negotiation. That's what it's about. That's your living. You understand? You can't. And they gonna have to buy you out regardless. If you own it, they have to buy you out. You know what I'm saying? If you're willing to sell. If you ain't willing to sell, oh well. You know what I'm saying? Now they gonna take other actions to come and get it because that's the
Oh
government.
yeah, oh yeah, oh
You
yeah.
feel me?
They gonna
But
find something in
at
that
the same
contract
time,
that you
educate
did.
yourself. You know what I'm saying? Educate yourself. And if you're not willing to educate yourself, there's a black man out there that's willing to educate himself so that he can you know what I'm saying, do his thing, and you know what I'm saying, live his life. So find that person or find that woman. You understand?
Yeah, I
And
definitely tell people,
stuff.
yeah. I always tell people, man, you ownership is key, man.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, it's good to have money, yeah, it's good to have all that, but when you own something,
that's
it
where
creates
it's at.
value over time.
That's where
Just
it's
like you
at.
said, like if somebody owned all this
Even with the
land right
land,
here,
like couldn't nobody buy it. Like the
mm-hmm,
government, they have to come. They would literally have to come steal it from you. You know what I'm saying? And when that happens, I mean, you can take it to court. You're gonna lose. But hey, you know what I'm saying? That's your fight. They can't do
nah,
it to
for real, yeah,
everybody.
yeah,
You feel me?
can't, hell,
Somebody
yeah.
gonna win.
Nah, I agree. I definitely tell people, man, you
Uh,
gotta own something. When you own something, it creates value over time. Like you know what I'm saying? Like think about all them cars that came out like in the '70s. People still buying
People still
cars
buying.
that was out back in the '70s and the '80s. Why? Because it still has value on it.
He loved them cars. Like so,
Mm-hmm.
I know it's people like that that like the cars.
Exactly. Just like
That's
people who like to collect, the old PlayStation games, old
yeah.
Nintendo games, because it creates value over time. So
Time.
definitely ownership is key for real. I definitely agree with that.